3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? Any other thoughts before we move to the Slammy Awards? Okay.
Mark, is E.T. a Christmas movie?
E.T. a Christmas? No, but you could argue a Halloween movie because Elliot and his friends took E.T. out trick-or-treating.
I have a question.
Sure.
So,
go ahead, Tim.
Not to plug Final Wrestling Place early, but we talked about the Netflix series, the holiday movies that made us, which covers
Elf,
and
Alone.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
And I'm just curious, between us gals, how do you all feel about Nightmare Before Christmas?
What are you asking?
I will answer this question first because I do know what you're asking. I typically watch it on Halloween. However, if people watch it on Christmas, I don't have an issue with that. I think it's fine for either holiday season, depending on the mood that you're in.
But is it so? Here's what I'm really getting at.
Ask it.
Okay.
Ask it.
Is it good? Because I think I'm the only white person in the world that hates Nightmare Before Christmas.
Probably the only white person that hates it. I don't know that there's probably other white people that don't really care either way, but to say hate, I think it's probably just rested solely on your shoulders. And
That's
that
fine.
Is your cross to bear, unfortunately. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a good movie. I just think that there's just the nostalgia to it. I know there's the big Tim Burton cult as well as just going to watch anything that he does and say it's the greatest thing ever. So there's always that. I do watch it every year. There's the storyline is kind of doesn't make much sense. But for what it was at the time, I think it's fine.
I'll be honest, it's probably been over 15 years since I've even watched the movie.
I'll say this, Tim. It's probably on par with A Christmas Story, whereas it's like greatly overrated by a large number of people.
That's twice now I feel attacked in the last 2 minutes.
You know what? Hit that Shane McMahon sounder again. This guy got it.
Because when you say things like watch something and it's a cult and just say it's the best ever, I feel like I'm attacked for my WWE fandom. And then you're gonna go and take shots at A Christmas Story. I just feel personal. I just want you to know I feel attacked.
Drew those conclusions, then that's on you. I just put it out there.
I'm
not saying that either is necessarily a bad film. I just think that both of them are hyped up more so than they're probably deserving of.
Fair.
There's no reason A Christmas Story needs to be on for 24 hours.
Absolutely. No reason.
There's no reason that if you want to have it on for 24 hours that it needs to be attached. There's literally hundreds of other channels on a cable system that you could watch.
There's also literally 100 other movies that they could play back to back to back to back to back to fill 24 hours.
You're right, and they choose to watch that one.
And that's a bad choice, fam.
I mean, that's one opinion. That's an
okay.
opinion.
The kid got his tongue stuck. Really cool gag. Nice. Put your eye out. Sweet. All right, that's the movie, right?
Those are parts of the movie. Yes.
What? I don't know.
I mean,
Santa Claus kicks him down the sliding board and the leg lamp.
I read a thing this week that and I didn't necessarily know this because I didn't do much research into A Christmas Story because it is just kind of what it is. It's not one of my favorites, but it's based on a collection of short stories. So people said that having it on TBS with the commercial breaks is good because they just break it up.
Yeah, they break it up as the stories.
Because none of any of the movie has to do with each like storyline. Like there's the lamp storyline, there's the gun, there's the dogs and the turkey, and then there's
the only theme throughout the entire film is Ralphie wants the gun, and then he finally gets the gun, and like it's that like one present that like most kids have, like that. Like I had it, like when I was a kid, I had asked for tickets to a WWE show at Hershey, and it was kind of a similar thing. My dad had Santa, had hid the envelope with the tickets in the tree. So like we opened
your pay envelope. Is that what he did?
we open up all the presents and like there was no ticket. So like I was like literally like Ralphie. So like I got cool shit, but I was bummed out because I didn't get the one thing. And like my dad played off like the old man in the movie. He was like, what's that on the tree? And like we had fucking video of it. And I opened up the envelope and I freaked out. Like Ralphie freaked out when he got the gun. So like that's the underlying theme, but yeah, everything else is a broken up story within itself. And to be honest, like growing up, I had never seen the movie like start to finish. I just had seen it at random points throughout the show, throughout the airings. So like the one year the movie theater in Lidditz had shown it on like a Monday night, and I went out and saw the movie. And it was the first time that I'd ever actually seen it from start to finish.
Right.
But
does anyone actually like pop in the DVD of A Christmas Story and sit and watch it? Like, I have it on Christmas while it's in the background while we're like unwrapping gifts, like making breakfast, doing random things. But
because there's literally no other movies on because it's just on 24
right,
hours.
and because it's one of those movies where you don't have to sit and watch it either. Like I can see, there's the tongue on the pulse scene, and then like I don't need to see the next 45 minutes of it, and then here he is getting his gun. There's the feel good part, credits roll, turn it
on. Oh, he got his tongue stuck again.
Fragile, look at this.
Like I'm not implying that it's the greatest Christmas movie. I will never say that.
I'm implying that the Hallmark KFC mashup, A Recipe for Seduction, will probably be better.
I love it.
Three Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?
Gun to your heads right now. Best Christmas movie. Go.
Christmas Vacation.
One answer.
Christmas Vacation for sure.
If gun to my head, I would probably go Christmas Vacation.
Recipe for Seduction.
Okay, now your real answer. That's not another teen movie.
It's got to be Christmas Vacation. Has to be.
Tim,
you shake your head no.
I'm so mad.
What are you gonna say? The Santa Claus?
Each and every one of you.
Elf?
The Santa Claus isn't bad.
Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone's great.
Home Alone's great. It is not the
top three.
Yeah, not number one, but
I hold. So now this is where I heel turn on everybody.
Here we go.
Christmas Vacation to me is in the same boat as Nightmare Before Christmas and A Christmas Story.
I'm sorry, I had to mute him on that.
Take that back.
That's fair. That's right. That's right. To answer your original question, I think A Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie. It has Christmas in the title. It doesn't have Halloween in the title.
Right, but I just want to say that it sucks, and that's all it is to it.
I think
Slammy
you have
Awards.
to look back at when it came out. It's an old film. It's over 20 years old.
It was cutting edge back when it came out.
I think if you watch it today, it will not hold up. I think back then you were like, "Oh, damn, this is different. We've never seen anything like this." And then the Tim Burton cult did the rest.
Devin says
How many
Christmas
movies have
Vacation
been
as
like
well.
it? Devin is a fucking Dolphins fan. It doesn't matter.
He was probably going to agree with you.
Devin, I love you. I just like to mess with you. What did he say?
He said Christmas Vacation would be his.
Yeah,
as
he's
well.
right. Like I said.
Tim,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Tim's allowed to have his own opinion, but screw you.
there's not a ton of movies like Nightmare Before Christmas unless you're looking in the Tim Burton cult. Like Beetlejuice came out before Nightmare Before Christmas and had a better story and kind of the same feel with the graphics. So
That's fair.
and better actors too.
Shoot, even Tim Burton's Batman is kind of in the same vein too.
Right. So
I mean, it's still
you can
dark
look at
and
those.
spooky and
Sure.
And
creepy.
I want to say the other week someone tweeted the 3 Count page because I saw Tim kind of get into the discussion that Home Alone wasn't a Christmas movie because it just takes place around.
Yeah, that was
Christmas.
bad. What was that? Was who was it? That was the bad take guy.
Charlie? That was Charlie.
No.
No?
Was it
Charlie
Scott?
the bad take guy?
No, Charlie's cool. I'm cool with Charlie except for anything he says about Karrion Cross. The other guy, 4 cards, 81.
Rodney.
Oh, yeah.
Rodney.
Yeah.
Card straight.
Bad take guy. Him saying that Home Alone's not a Christmas movie. He can.
I don't like, and this is fine. I'm fine riffing on this
In what
topic.
world?
We can talk this up to the break, and then we'll hit Slammies, and whatever the other the matches. In what world is Home Alone not a Christmas movie? Like the only
I'm very
reason that
curious.
they're on the trip is because it's Christmas.
So his logic was just that it takes place around Christmas, but if that's your criteria, that discounts a lot of like classic Christmas movies. Like what about White Christmas makes it a Christmas movie except that it A has Christmas in the title and B takes place around Christmas? What makes It's a Wonderful Life a Christmas movie?
What makes Christmas
That makes
Vacation?
sense.
Because I mean, in
Well,
Christmas Vacation, they don't
31st.
have a scene where they're opening up presents or anything like that.
They have the
Unless-
Christmas lights.
Well, sure.
Well,
Unless
You don't set up
the
Thanksgiving lights.
Unless the criteria is like Santa Claus has to be included in it, then like if it's taking place around Christmas, then it is a Christmas movie. Like Love Actually takes place around Christmas, so is a Christmas movie. Just Friends takes place around Christmas, so is a Christmas movie. One of the most underrated Christmas movies, in my opinion.
Just Friends. It's what Ryan Reynolds and who's the female in that?
Well, Anna Faris is the one that everyone remembers, and then
Jennifer Aniston.
it's not Jennifer. That's Friends with Benefits. Friends with Money. Sorry. I actually don't remember the other actress's name.
Amy Smart.
Thank you.
That's the one. Yes.
Smart, of course.
Yeah. No. Just Friends is actually really, really funny. If you've never had to watch, but yeah, like, I mean, the whole premise of Home Alone. I mean, it's a Christmas trip. I don't.
I mean, I guess he could make the argument they went on vacation. Doesn't have to be a Christmas trip. They left Kevin at home. Shenanigans happen.
If other things were to have taken place either before or after the Christmas season, I'd be okay with it. But like literally everything about this screams Christmas.
I agree. I'm not arguing with you. I'm
Like
just trying to.
they've got the caroling at the church. They've got
You've got Marv stepping on the ornaments.
Oh,
right, like
Yeah, that's true.
that
Yeah,
the
Michael
pop
Jordan
of the
dancing
glass
around the
ball
Christmas
will sends chills through my
Yeah.
spine every single time.
Christmas music.
Now, Home Alone 2 is a Christmas movie, then, correct?
yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I worked with a
It's
girl.
Lost in New York.
I could see people saying Home Alone 3 is not because it's just the kid is home sick from school.
Well,
Yes.
if you talk about Home Alone
that's
3, I feel like you should be disqualified from the conversation anyhow.
Also fair.
I didn't even know there was a third one.
Yeah,
I-
it's not Macaulay
Macaulay
Culkin.
yeah, so it doesn't
Oh, there you go.
Five.
doesn't even count. But I worked with a girl that tried to argue that Home Alone 2 was greater than Home Alone 1,
There's
and
I enjoy Home Alone 2 a lot.
I do too.
Home
really
Alone 2
enjoy
is
Home Alone
really
2.
good, but I don't think it is better than the first one.
It's got the creepy fucking pigeon lady. It might be Home Alone 2,
Piers,
just on her.
what, Piers Morgan in a wig?
Yeah, whoever.
I mean, it's also got. I mean, it has 45s in it.
He is.
Which automatically starts to disqualify it.
Well, no, like that
Don't be
era
rude.
45
Don't be
is
rude.
solid.
Big deal. It has
45
Tim
wasn't
Curry.
45 wasn't bad till around 2016. You dig? Like
20,
Trump was cool until
2013.
2014. Okay.
He got involved in the birther stuff, so let's take it back a little.
When you
Okay.
take the cast of both films, because Home Alone 2 has the exact same cast of Home Alone 1 for the
And
most
they
part.
added
But
more
the
people.
supporting cast includes Tim Curry,
Ooh.
includes Rob Schneider, includes Donald J. Trump. The Bird Lady is a better, like, scary, saving friend than the shovel guy, in my opinion.
And the turtle doves.
Oh, the turtle doves.
Love
Jim, I
Turtle Doves.
think she was right.
My only
You need to call her and apologize on the show.
I'm not going to
my
do
only
that.
critique is that they go to Duncan's toy chests when FAO Schwartz is just there for the taking. And I understand why
I
they
heard that there was a
but-
giant kid playing a giant piano over there.
I mean,
They couldn't
didn't want to step
they
on
couldn't
anybody's
block
toes.
off enough of the showroom to get around him.
But yeah, I think the bottom line here is the Home Alones are definitely, unequivocally, Christmas movies.
Definitely Christmas
Well,
films.
Jim, let me ask you this before we wrap up on the Christmas movie.
Sure.
As kind of the lone defender of a Christmas story in the group, does that film make it into your top 5 or top 10 of Christmas films?
Definitely top 10, probably top 5 for me personally, because like I rank them as they mean to me. Like for a long time that was my favorite Christmas movie, but like the older I've gotten, the more first off, the more I appreciate the old man in that movie, but also the more I appreciate Clark Griswold and Christmas Vacation and just how much of a fucking nightmare the holidays can typically be. So I think Christmas Vacation has somewhat kind of taken over as my favorite, but Christmas Stories, I would say definitely top 5. I would say definitely top 5 for me. Which I know we had talked about one of our Christmas. I don't know if we're gonna do a draft or what have you. Tim's freaking out. I thought we were either gonna do songs or movies, or maybe we'll do both. Yeah, I do want to get out to the house though. I've had friends of mine, and my mom and stepdad have made it to the Christmas Story house out in Cleveland, so it's really cool. Three Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?